Morning. Today is Tuesday, March 15th, 2016. This is going to be a video about making paper yarn. So in a previous video I was researching how to make plarn, which is plastic yarn, and I took it in a different direction, and I said, I want to really see if I can make paper yarn. So many people do plastic plarn, and there's just loads of totes and pocketbooks all over the internet. But I was like, it has to be more, and I always have a love and a desire for paper. So I said, let me see if I can make paper yarn. So I have 6 spools, which I experimented with yesterday. I made these using the same Indian type style Navajo loom that I talked about in the first video. It's made out of nothing but a cafe curtain rod and a CD holder. That the container that the CDs come in, the bottom of that container. That's all I used to make that. This was my first attempt. It was made out of tissue paper. I tried tissue paper because it's very soft and very forgiving. So I cut the continuous strip, as you can find out how to do that on the internet. There's so many videos for that. And I very gingerly tried to spin this, and I was able to spin it. As you can see, it did break on me a couple of times because it doesn't really have anything really supporting it. So this is a very delicate type of thing. But I was able to spin it, and it's very soft. So I would like to see how this knits up or crochets up. The next one, I said, I want to see if what it's going to look like with different colors. And I had a piece of hand-dyed tissue paper, which I had from my stash, and I took that and I spun this, and this is what it came out to be. I don't know if I'm really getting it in focus, but it is quite beautiful. All the different colors in it. And this is how what's the word I'm looking for? Like, if you use many colors in your paper, then you're going to really get this effect. If you use a few colors, then you'll get a different effect. This one I tried to reinforce it at the turning ends of the cutting paper by sewing it, and it did help a bit, because I really wanted a strong type of thread. I didn't want anything that was going to break on me, but it did break in some areas. So the next one I did was, let's see, this one. Yes, this one, which actually, let me move these aside. Sorry. Should be more organized. Okay, this one, I took the time to sew thread down the entire strip, because I was incorporating little pieces of yarn, little pieces of thread, little pieces of cotton crochet in it, so that once it was crocheted and knitted up, it would have this type of fuzzy effect. So this indeed did make it stronger, and I didn't really have to worry about spinning it, because it was actually plied in a way with the thread that I sewed down the strip. So I think I'm just going to keep that going, so I won't really have to worry about the paper breaking when I spin it. The next one, this one It was just a plain white one. I just wanted to see, I think it was a complete sheet of tissue paper, so I wanted to see how much it would make. And I don't know if you can see it, but I used yellow thread. That's the thread I had. I had a lot of yellow thread. So I'm just going to sew down this. These are just experimental ones anyway. And this makes approximately 20 yards. 20 yards from one piece of paper. The next one, I went through my stash again, and I'll show you a picture of this paper before it was actually spun. Has lovely colors in it, so many colors in it. And as I sewed this one, the tension on the machine, I guess sewing paper, and I was using large like basting stitches, it started to gather the paper. So I figured once I spun it, those gathers would make the yarn different in different spots. Like as you see here, I have a thick spot because these are a lot of gathers, and then I have a thin spot. And this is how this yarn is. It's some areas are thick and some are thin. So I think once I, crochet this into something, it's really going to have like a nice, rich, knobby type of feel, or somewhat knobby. It's not that really, it's not textured that much, but as you can see, there's a thick area there. But I love this. I mean, I really love this, and I hope that I can get some good pictures so that you can just see the color of the yarn that was created with the paper. The more intricate the paper you create in the beginning, the more beautiful your yarn will come out. And last but not least, this is a blue which worked out quite nicely. It came out to be like such a nice type of denim type of blue. Different variations of blue in it. Once again, I used the yellow sewing yarn. I really didn't care because I'm just experimenting, and I was able to spin this quite tight. Actually, I think areas of it are over spun, and I don't know anything about spinning. Okay, this is totally new to me. Totally new to me. But I am finding it very interesting, and to see if I can do this in paper, I find it quite interesting. So that's it so far. I have so many more ideas to work with this, and they will be coming up soon. But if you are a paper fanatic like I am, you might want to try this. Okay, bye.